Quiet down, quiet down, quiet down. Go ahead, Brian's group.
Equal Rights Amendment.
What about the Equal Rights Amendment? Who was this designed to help?
Women and
Go ahead.
it wasn't homosexual.
What did the Equal Rights Amendment say?
It was meant to make sure that women have equal rights.
Or based on gender,
Based
discrimination
on
on account of gender or sex. Okay, Equal Rights Amendment deals with equality. I can go with that. Romans group, give me a fact. When everybody's looking down on the second go, that's not a good sign. Go ahead, Romans group, give me a fact.
You know how they had like the Confederate states? They did away with that so they could have order in the federal government.
When they did away with the Confederate states so that they could have order in the federal government.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything else?
Like for example, like different currencies now. Under the federal government's control, they can have like one type of currency.
You know, I'll take that. I shouldn't, but I will. Order did come from the Constitution, and currency was something that we had spoken about. I'll go with that. Give me a fact. James's group. Shh, quiet down, go ahead.
Equality.
What about equality?
Flying while brown.
What about flying while brown? Who was this?
That was the president of India.
The president of India and someone else as well.
That Bollywood star.
What was his name?
Oh.
5. What? 4. His name was Khan. Okay, talk to me. What was the trick with this flying while brown thing?
Well, he was held just based on his color.
He was held based upon the color of his skin, and he was suspected for being
A terrorist.
a terrorist. Yeah, he was. Vivian's group, give me a fact.
For equality, the Great Compromise, the Connecticut Compromise,
Quiet down, go ahead.
voted for a bicameral house so that we could have equality of representation for all states and not just small.
Okay, where was the equality? Which house was it?
It was representatives gave, or the Senate gave 2 senators to every state.
Senate, in terms of equality, gave 2 senators to each state. Absolutely. Brian's group, give me a fact. We got to go quick. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. What about the pursuit of happiness?
They wanted to develop it. They wanted to compensate everybody to get them out of the neighborhood so they can create a mall.
Yeah, what does that have to do with freedom, order, and equality?
You have to make sure that everyone's like equal and they get what they want.
You have to make sure that everyone's equal and that they get what they want. 5. 4.
Property.
3. Go ahead, Nana.
Property, there was this article when the people could get eminent domain.
Yeah, and what does that have to do with freedom, order, and equality?
Because like those people wanted to stay on their property.
But you have the freedom.
Freedom, that was their right to stay on their property, but the government could expel them because they wanted to build mall offices.
But unless they can prove that that's actually going to be good for like the general population. They
Okay,
can't
I'll take that. Eminent domain basically says that the government can take land as long as it's used for a public purpose, and you will compensate those people. In that mall article, one more thing, real quick. One more thing, in the mall article, was it a public purpose?
No.
What would they want to build?
Like shopping centers.
Shopping centers, restaurants, offices, hotels. Romans group, give me a fact. This should be good.
Okay, OnStar has the potential to cut down on our freedom and increase order.
How?
They can monitor your activities through satellites, such as speed limits, mileage.
Who can monitor this?
The company
The company can.
owning OnStar.
The company owning OnStar.
Police might get involved.
The police would actually be the ones that would get involved and they could violate order. James's group, give me a fact.
The Connecticut Compromise.
Go ahead. What's the Connecticut Compromise?
The 913.
The Connecticut Compromise said 9/13.
No. No,
5.
the number of the House and like the representatives.
Hang on. Quiet down. Go ahead.
The representatives.
Go ahead. I can't hear you. Quiet down. Go ahead.
The representatives, the number you have, and then so smaller states.
Hang on. Go ahead, speak.
Shut up.
Go ahead, speak.
So in the end.
Quiet down. Go ahead.
In the end, they're equal. 'Cause they
Who's
have the
equal?
same number. All of the states.
All of the states are
They
equal
have the chance to be equal by the
in
number
which house?
7.
In the Senate. Has this been said? Yes. You gotta let them say it before you tell them this has already been said. They're out. Vivian's group, give me a fact. Give me a fact. 5.
All right, alienation of affection.
Go ahead.
Issue of freedom versus equality, because you should
Wait. Quiet down, folks. Quiet down. Go ahead. Alienation of affection.
is a case of freedom versus equality, because equality, how do you get compensation for someone ruining your life potentially, or ruining your marriage or relationship,
Yeah.
but the fact that you should be able to be with who you want to be with.
All right, are y'all buying this?
Yes.
Yes.
Are y'all buying this? Okay, 5. One more chance. 4. Under alienation of affection. You gotta justify it. 3, 2, 1. Out. Okay, Brian Stroke, give me a fact. Gotta go, gotta go.
The Catholic confession.
What about the Catholic Confession? Quiet down, go ahead.
Not allowed to use something that you confess in prison, like to, that's like breaking the law.
Okay, so the law enforcement is not allowed to use something that you confess to the priest. What is this example of?
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of religion. You could also say order if you used it because you would be dealing with security. Romans group, to stay in, go ahead.
North Carolina had a thing where you can remove one non-violent felony from
Okay, North Carolina, you could remove a nonviolent felony, go ahead.
if you're between like the age of 18 and 19. That's equality because other states already have something like that.
Okay.
Where you can remove, you can
It's an age discrimination thing.
Age discrimination thing.
If you're 19, you're getting a felony. If you're 18, you might get it. You're right.
Okay, now you said 18 and 19. You're saying there's age discrimination, so it's not 18 and 19. Which one is it?
It's 18.
It's
17, 18.
like
Okay, 17 and 18 year olds. So explain this in relation to freedom, order, and equality.
So
5.
if you're 17 and 8
Other
or
states don't have the
18,
age
you're
restriction on it.
if you're 19, you don't get treated as the same.
I see. Okay, I can go with that, but you're still getting it tight. Ryan's group. 5, 4. What about polygamy?
Like, you can't really have it.
You can't really have polygamy?
Yeah, I mean, like, we're all Christian, I mean, technically we're all Christians, supposed to be Christians.
Oh boy, this is on tape now, remember. What about polygamy?
Even though, in the Constitution it says that you have freedom of religion,
Yes.
they don't allow polygamy.
So this would be a violation of freedom. Polygamy is not allowed, was not allowed based upon what from the Constitution? Original intent, thank you. Go ahead, Romans group, give me a fact.
They don't have one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, looks like it's Brian's group, if y'all will.